Hey everyone, welcome to FCRB TV. It's been a minute since I was out, coaching the club, getting ready for the World Cup, watching the friendlies, and there's some things that have transpired recently. I just got a text from my in the know guy, Drew, and I didn't even want to talk about this because when I saw it, I thought it was fake news. But apparently, Spain has fired the manager. I can't pronounce his name, but the guy who was at Porto, he has coached in the youth national team setup. Very good manager. It starts in Lopetegui, something like that, something. I cannot pronounce his name. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher his name. But the guy is very good. Thought that Spain had a very good team. They still do, but apparently they fired their manager because the guy, made a deal with Real Madrid to take over after the World Cup. I don't understand why you would fire him for that. That's kind of crazy. So, if this is true, am I in the know? He knows everything. He's the real deal. And he said, mate, they done canned him. So that's pretty crazy. Pretty nuts that he's been canned. And he's been canned, and that's crazy. And I don't know what type of effect that's going to have on Spain because the players are still the players. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how it's going to affect them. I want to believe that they will still be okay and have a good run because they have a very good squad. But that's pretty crazy, What I did want to get on and talk about today was, all these, friendlies, World Cup tune-up matches that have been played over the last 2.5 weeks. I got to sit and watch the French national team host the United States in Lyon, in France, and France put out a very strong side, a side that could possibly be the first 11 for France come the opening match of the World Cup. United States put out a decent young side. It would have been nice to see Pulisic in that game, but he was not there. Felt that they lacked a bit of creativity going forward in that match from the United States point of view. But the goalkeeper, Zach Steffen, is absolutely fantastic. And Zach Steffen is so good that I would love for Arsenal to sign him for cheap because he should not cost us too much money. And then just groom him, let Jens Lehmann teach him all that he knows. And then in 3 to 5 years, he becomes the number one because Zach Steffen is the real deal. So if you didn't know the name, look the dude up. He's the real deal. Zach Steffen is the real deal. Ask Ousmane Dembele if he's the real deal or not. All right. So, but speaking of Ousmane Dembele, France, they're spoiled for choice. The French, Didier Deschamps has a big job in terms of selecting the right team. And I've come on today, the day before the start of the World Cup, to help my friend Didier get the team right. And for France to get the team right, some big names have to be dropped. And those who know football know exactly what I'm talking about right now. And what I'm saying is this. The back four, there'll be one change in it. I think Hugo Lloris obviously stays in goal due to the fact that I don't think any of the other goalkeepers are good enough to take his place. But the two center backs with Raphael Varane and Samuel Umtiti, not like Taylor Twom, but Samuel Umtiti, that idiot. Samuel Umtiti of Barcelona. That's a very good center back tandem there. Then the left back, who played left back? I cannot think of it right now. That's drawing a blank. But it was the man from Man City, Mendy. Yeah, Benjamin Mendy started left back, so I don't know if he will continue there. If he does, fine. If he does not, then whatever, But I think if we start, the left back is not a problem for them. Then you're gonna have the right back situation. Sidibe made the error for the United States to score. I don't want to penalize him all the way for to lose his place, but Pavard, who came on, I felt was very good. And I've seen him play before. He's a very good right back. I would love for Arsenal to sign that lad as well. But I think that throughout the group stage, Didier can go back and forth with either Sidibe or Pavard. But I would start with Pavard in the first game because I think the matchups in their group, maybe against Peru, you would start with Sidibe, but with Denmark and Australia, Pavard should be fine. And I think he'll be great going forward. He came on and was a real help to the attack. Now you get into midfield, and I think this is where it gets real tricky. You know, you have to, the three-man midfield. Paul Pogba has to sit. He cannot start because he doesn't do enough. You have Kante, who does a fantastic job in what he does, breaks up the other team's attacks, sends the ball forward into the playmaker's feet so that the French can start to go. And then I think that Blaise Matuidi is a fantastic link player. He works hard defensively, and he's able to surge forward and help in the attack as well, so he's got to play as well. But now, as I say, we drop Paul Pogba, you've got to play Nabil Fekir. Fekir has to play, because Fekir is going to play the role that Dimitri Payet played at the Euros. France is so spoiled for choice. They have such a luxury of clever players, and it's been happening for some time now. So Claire Fontaine is doing a fantastic job. They have the special player, the number 10. They're able to produce those on a regular basis, and I think that if you have Nabil Fekir in there, he's going to create for the front three. You get what I'm saying? And you need that creation. And Paul Pogba is not creating enough. He's just not creating enough. And Nabil Fekir came on against the United States and was a great help to the French cause. So, I mean, and the guy, he's just natural about it, you know. And I think that he's got to be given the license to lead the way, you know, in the attacking midfield role. And then you go to the front three, and as much as I love him, and I think he is a fantastic player for France up front, Olivier Giroud has to come off the bench. Why? Because his mobility is a bit of a problem. And when I say it's a bit of a problem because when you have the likes of Mbappe, you have Grisou, that third guy's got to be interchangeable as well, and Giroud really isn't. So he kind of clogs the space for the attacking midfielders, for Matuidi running through, and then for the other strikers to interchange, Mbappe and Griezmann. So when you drop Giroud, you play Mbappe at the number 9, and then off his shoulders, you'll have Grisou running free, and you will also have Ousmane Dembélé running free. Those guys, I think, if France goes with that lineup there, they're going to be a massive problem, and you will see them in the World Cup final. Because that dynamic front three, their interchangeable ability will be absolutely devastating for any defense. And I tell you, if things get difficult, then you bring on Giroud to create the aerial threats. You start going wide a bit more, getting more crosses in, things of that nature. And that's how you have your plan B. I think Giroud, unfortunately, with the way football has gone, and he just lacks a bit of pace. If he was a bit faster and a little quicker, then he could hold down the number 9 shirt and stay there. But I don't think that's possible with what they've got on the bench. You know, I think Ousmane Dembélé's got to play. He's got to play. He's a menace. And yes, Mbappe got injured at training yesterday. Adil Rami tackled him, and he took a knock. So they're obviously going to monitor his condition, but I'm of the hope and the notion that he will be okay and to play at 100%, because not only for the sake of France and my prediction, but for the sake of football, because the guy is amazing. and I think that the world football needs him, and the football gods will make sure that that is all right. And also, I think he's going to be the Golden Boot winner, so he's got to play. But also, I also wanted to touch on. So that's pretty much it with France. I think that Pogba and Giroud have to be dropped. The right back is going to interchange, and Ousmane Dembélé and Nabil Fekir have to play. They have to play. 80 plus minutes. They've got to get out there and start the matches for Le Bleu, because they are going to be the difference makers. They're going to be the ones who propel Mbappe and Grisou to score boatloads of goals. So that's my take on France. I just looked at the Argentina possible 11, and from what I saw, they've got Otamendi and Fazio as the center backs. I think that is good. The outside backs are a bit of an unknown quantity, but I think that Argentina usually comes up with that. They have some guys who are playing in the Apertura, or they're playing somewhere in Spain where it's not one of the big sides in the top 10 in La Liga, but they're fighters. And when it comes to Argentina, and these guys get the call, they might be playing at River Plate or Boca Juniors or Estudiantes or something like that, So they're going to fight for the Albiceleste, that shirt, the striped shirt, the white and blue. They're going to fight, so I think they'll be okay. And Willy Cavallero, the Chelsea goalkeeper, Cavallero, I believe, he's going to start because what's his face? Romero got injured. So I think they're going to be all right. Dybala's in the starting lineup with Leo and Di Maria. Not Higuain. What's his face? Aguero. He's going to start up front as the number 9. So I think they're going to be all right. I think Argentina's going to have a good team. And I think that Leo can inspire them to reach the World Cup final again. So I guess I'm saying right now that I believe that Argentina and France will meet in the World Cup final, and we'll have to see what happens there. One thing I do hope with all my heart is that Nigeria has a fantastic performance against Argentina. I read what Mascherano said about Nigeria, and I did not appreciate it one bit. So I hope that we show him that we are organized and we have what it takes to cause them fits. So that's what I'm hoping. So again, Spain fired their manager they did for the World Cup, which is nuts. I'm still hoping that's incorrect, but my in the know hit me up just now, man, and he said it is what it is. So wow, that's crazy. And I hope Didier Deschamps stumbles upon this video sometime today and tells Giroud and Pogba they've been dropped because Fekir and Dembélé have to play from the beginning, from the start. And I believe in Argentina. I believe in Leo Messi. I think that they can make a run with what I've seen, the potential lineup. So that's my my little World Cup preview of the teams that I've chose to focus on. Germany is obviously going to be good. Belgium, let's see what they do. But overall, the show starts tomorrow, so it's going to be absolutely fantastic. It's a party for all footballers, and we'll go from there. So you guys, everybody, enjoy it. Let me know what you think of my analysis of the French team and what you've seen in this video. If you like it, sweet, subscribe. All right, and you all have a great day, and Viva Football, FCRB TV. Ciao.